Hi everyone and welcome back to another Bork No Game video. Today's video is dedicated to the March CB fix and Summon Plan Year 1. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. Go into March Clan Battle Beta rankings and rewards fix. Now, what am I saying here? There was an internal calculation bug. And since there was an internal calculation bug, I hope that everyone gets compensation for this because it's a general bug and bugs require compensation, right? Now, to those who are wondering, we did get a better rank in March, which was nice to pretty much see. You know, we were in the top 50 and whatnot. And to all the folks who had accusations and stuff and all that, you know, it is what it is because it comes with the territory, right? But overall, I hope that they really do give everyone a proper reward for the emotional stress that occurred. Because I don't feel like the top clans were the only ones really affected by this. I feel like everyone in the general community was like, oh, is Princess Connect just plagued with hackers? Is it one of those games where, you know, the dev team can't properly, you know, make sure everything's set in place? Is my account safe? Just those sort of things. I understand the clan battle was in beta. I understand that, you know, you can't give everyone compensation. Something more to help people feel like, all right, we're safer now, things are better now, and then some jewels to pretty much pat everyone on the back so that we don't feel like the game isn't sort of falling beneath our feet, you know what I mean? But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into other things and talk about my plans for year 1. So this is something that I pulled down, and thank you to Restia, of course, for providing this image. And I did some breakdowns on myself, and thank you to the folks who pretty much gave me like the summon DA stuff because I really didn't know. Now, when it comes to this, my goal is to pull for Ilya, right? And the reason why I want Ilya is because Summer Karu will not function without Ilya or Kyoka on the team, right? It's kind of like harsh to say that, but there's no real magical attackers. Like Hatsune, Io, and Anna cannot support Carol in the sense of providing enough damage for her in order for her appearing to have a significant increase in damage. Because Summer Karu by herself, or Carol, isn't a DPS unit. Ilya is a DPS unit, and same with Kyoka. So if you don't have one of those two who technically can deal single target damage, then your magic damage for CB won't be as great as you want it to be. It's just some general advice and why I plan to pull for Ilya. You don't have to pull for Ilya. You can wait until pre-fest, and you'll probably get Ilya during pre-fest because rates are pretty much doubled, and all the 3-star characters are pretty much rate up, alright? My plan is to get Summer Pecorine with tickets, and some of you are probably wondering, what do you mean with tickets? So I have 100 tickets still saved, and I'm hoping within those 100 tickets, Summer Pekko will pop up because these tickets are single draws, and man oh man, they are pretty lucky. So that's where those are all going. That's the plan. Hopefully I don't have to dip into jewels. Ilya, I will be dipping into my jewel pool. If I have to pity her, I will. Hopefully I don't have to collect that many DAs. That's not like the plan. Now when it comes to Summer Karu, I plan to either pity her or I plan to get at least enough DAs to 5-star her. Now, when it comes to someone like Christina, if you're CB focused, I recommend folks to pull for her because she's going to be a huge factor for the month of October. My advice for free-to-play players is not to pull for Christina in September and pull on November. That's just going to be because this is much more efficient. It makes more sense because if you pull in September and then you pull in November, there's no real point. If you don't plan to get New Year Yui, then you can pull in September. The thing is, New Year Yui is going to be a great unit for mage comps, and she's just going to be a great unit for overall like usage. She's going to be pretty much the best healer in the game because she provides barriers, and barriers are practically heals in some case because they pretty much give you like a layer of protection, and she also heals, of course. If you look at Valentine Shizuru, she actually has a defense break on her skill 2, which is pretty cool, and she even provides some HP and pretty much TP buffing. So she's kind of like the perfect unit in some case because she does so much. She increases physical crits, physical attack power, TP increase, heals, death breaks. She does it all. Like, I personally feel if you're a CB focused person, she's going to be a very essential unit. And then as far as New Year's Yui, she reminds me of a better Misato in some case. So she can be used for any content whatsoever. I have 78k jewels and the goal is to have like roughly 120. I feel like I'm pretty much at the point where I'm good in that sense. This wasn't the plan in the beginning. The beginning I was sort of winging it, but now that I'm seeing like where I want to be personally in Princess Connect, that's pretty much the flow that I'm going to go from here. And you can see here, year 2 is the one that's going to be crazy, because you're gonna need roughly 200k jewels. Now, I'll know a lot of people are going to be like, holy heck, Bork, like that's an insane amount. Arena Shuffle is going to be happening during summer. I'm not sure if you can see the text right there, but that pretty much says Arena Shuffle. A lot of people have been asking, when is Arena going to reset? That's pretty much what that means, during the summer-ish time frame. Luna Tower is also going to be appearing shortly after, around August, when Makoto gets her banner, and Luna Tower is going to provide everyone a bunch of jewels. So a lot of us will be able to recover our jewels before the festival appears for Christina in the form of Arena and Luna Tower. So in case you're broke right now and you're like, I want to pull for Ilya and the only thing that I can do is summon for Summer Keru, don't pull for Ilya if you don't have the jewels, alright? Pull for Summer Keru, regenerate some of your jewels during Arena Shuffle, and then regenerate some more during Luna Tower, and then come Free Fest during New Year Yui, then you can do pulls. Don't do pulls during September as a free-to-play, because I don't think that would really work out. So that's generally the plan for year 1, and then come year 2, you should have at least like 20k jewels, 40k jewels, because after Valentine Chizuru, Mimi is going to be the next banner, but you can always wait until getting Mimi, right? Just note that year 2 is going to be absolutely insane. We're going to be getting a bunch of units. Let's go ahead and do our free draws right here. Hopefully we can get something nice. I haven't gotten a single 3-star from this. I hope, you know, some of you are more blessed than me. Nope, nothing here. That's absolutely fine. I sort of expect this at the end of the day because these are all free pulls. Free is free, but man, that is a lot of golds. I will take those divine amulets. Those divine amulets will go towards a good home. There we go. We got a Misato. That is absolutely amazing. Glad I could catch this one on camera, but more divine amulets, please, please, please. I need, oh, Ayane, I definitely needed her. I've been meaning to get at least 1 copy of her, so that is actually pretty huge. Hidden defense breaker that you could say, and pretty useful for providing stuns, and not to mention we got Rin. I consider this a huge W, so thank you for this. More divine amulets that will probably go to Summer Keru or Ilya. Let's go ahead and do our normal pulls as well. Just good luck to everyone who's deciding to be pulling in the future. You know, if you're pulling for whichever character, I always wish you the best of luck. But let's go ahead and jump into some PvP as we always do. And when it comes to like the March stuff and my opinions on it, it was just something so stressful that I did not see. A lot of the times when you're walking into a situation, you're just like, oh, okay, it'll be fine. There's nothing really to worry about because it's just one of those things where they messed up. But there was such a huge community uproar where people were like, no, you know, this person was not acting appropriately and this, that, and the third. And it was just like, oh my god, no one can catch a break during this time frame. That's just personally how I felt. And hopefully with better compensation, with better communication in the future, we can just avoid situations like that. And since we're no longer in CB beta phases, I don't feel like we'll run into that issue again because there's not really a calculation mechanic for Luna Tower. And, you know, with PvP being shuffled again, it'll be one of those things where, you know, people can get into appropriate brackets. Not to mention, if I can get out of like this, the beta testing bracket, the early bracket, that'd be really nice because everyone here is like super stacked, but I know I'm probably going to go into like another super stacked like bracket. It's also fun knowing most of the people in the bracket because most of the early players, they sort of like still communicate with each other. I'm just happy that we are technically moving into a better space. Oh my god, we only have 3 seconds left. This bugs me every time. I should have ran June. June would have probably been the better tank. Man, because Miyako has like no power, but she can at least keep herself alive. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can go up against this Princess Arena team. And there'll be a lot of opportunities to get more jewels so more people can summon. I still think Princess Connect is one of the most free-to-play games. I think though, if you're a newer player jumping into this, it's definitely sort of intimidating. But at the same time, it's nice that you can participate in clan battle. And you can take it casually and you can still get a decent reward from it. Like, I feel that most clans, if you have a clan that at least everyone attacks in, generally you can rank within like the top 1000s if everyone just like throws their attacks at the boss. And that pretty much guarantees you, you know, 2 multis, you know, for Princess Connect, which is really nice. Not a lot of games have like that casual aspect to them, and it's nice that you can bring it to a high quality gacha like this, because a lot of high quality gachas force players to spend a lot of money in order to participate. You know, granted, some of us, we try hard a little bit more. We pretty much min-max everything, get all sweaty and all that. It doesn't counteract the effect where you can take Princess Connect very casually and play it for 30 minutes and still get the most out of the game. It's just a rare thing for gachas to have that, I feel, because a lot of gachas require more time. So, for example, this Sky RPG, the other game that I've been playing, requires a lot of time from you. Also, we got absolutely crushed here. Perfectly fine. I sort of foresaw that since they had my team wasn't pretty much geared towards fighting that, and I didn't really know how to counter it in the first place. So this is a Reno comp. We're gonna get smashed here because all of our units are mages and Reno just eats them up. Only way to pretty much counteract that is if everyone was 5-star or something like that, then we could survive, and they're all physical units because they have more physical defense, then it would work out. Monica, you know, she just has more defense than everyone else, so that's why she can live, and same thing with Nozomi. We get absolutely crushed here. Alright, if you made it this far in today's video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. Once we hit 17,500 subs, we'll be doing that giveaway. Thanks so much for watching. Have yourself a fantastic day. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the March CB stuff. I really do hope everyone gets compensated. That way, everything feels emotionally fixed, right? And see you in the next one.